Welcome. I'm Cara Schulz, and I'm chair of the Convention Planning Committee for this year. I would love to thank all of you for attending the convention. It's wonderful to get so many people together, especially to exchange those conversations, make contacts, and learn from one another. I love the conversations that I've kind of overheard taking place because I'm one of those people who will eavesdrop. And it's been pretty fantastic so far. I'd also like to thank the committee that helped put this convention together. Alicia Ashman, we have Elizabeth Dahl, Tyler Slinger, who you'll see quite a bit in the Agora Suite in 301. Also the board for the Libertarian Party and our executive director, Andy Burns. I would also like to thank our outgoing chair, David Arvidsson. And I have a gift for him. So I have a bottle of, it's Adam Carolla's Mangora Sangria, and it is signed by Adam Carolla. So thank you very much for all the work you've done. Okay, the next portion of this convention is packed with 7 speakers who their organization kicked ass in 2014, and they're ready to kick more ass in 2015, and they're going to tell how you can get involved and help them do that. So we have kind of an action-packed time. The speakers speak for about 10 minutes each. It goes really quick. But before we do that, let me tell you about some of the successes that we had with the Libertarian Party in 2014 and just this first part of 2015. We ran a full slate of statewide candidates, and the last time that we were able to do that in Minnesota was in 1998. This was a huge effort to do so. As a minor party, you have to gather signatures to get your candidate on the ballot. So to do that, we had to get 10,000 signatures, and we had to do it in 2 weeks. We had over 30 volunteers helping to do this in that time. We also raised funds for radio ads for our candidates, and part of that funding came from the $5 checkoff tax filings due to our minor party status, which we had achieved. So, you know, when you fill out the dreaded form for the evil IRS and you mark down Libertarian Party, that, you know, really does help. Is it a totally statist thing to do? Yes, but we're going to fight fire with fire so we can get in, we can start to change some rules. We also got more media mentions this year. A lot of that focused around our governor candidate and his detention, I suppose you would call it, when we were out gathering signatures. And he was a little injured during it when the police were hassling him, which has given term to the verb, you know, getting Holbrooked. So that's what we're calling that now when you're being little detained by the police. Bob Otten, who is a former chair of our party, headed a petition drive to have it listed as a voter referendum if Columbia Heights should build a new library, rather than just having the city council decide that on a $7 million issue. He was successful in that. They got about 1,300 signatures. They were able to put that on the ballot, put it before speakers. And even though we did not have anyone elected in a statewide office, we did have 2 Libertarian Party members elected to local office. That doubles what we had previously. So right now we have 4, which is building. And this has been our focus to shift onto these local races, because local politics affects your everyday life far more than what's happening in Washington, D.C. So you'll see that there's information on how you can run for office. There's a lot of seats available in 2015. Many of them are uncontested, meaning if you run, you will get in. We will have more libertarians. We will have liberty options. And you're going to hear from 2 of our members who were elected to city council. And we also had our first Black Friday Libertarian. So Black Friday, everyone goes shopping. Well, what we did is we did a grassroots effort that you gather cold weather items, and we got them out directly to people who needed them, either through shelters or dropping them off in homeless camps directly. This showed that libertarian solutions do work. People are in need, we saw the need, you start to take care of it. Anyone can do that at any time. You don't have to wait for other people to organize it. And we also opened our office. Doesn't seem like a big thing, but that office is fantastic. And members pooled their money in. We were able to pay for it for 6 months right off the bat. It allows us to have social events there, workshops there. We can help our candidates there. We can do so much business there because running something out of someone's basement or apartment, you can't do that with a party. Now we get to the convention. So this convention is all about you, all about trying to service your needs and pull people together. In 2013, we doubled attendance. We had 3 workshops and we had 8 speakers. We introduced the Libertarian Hospitality Suite, and we also started having an after party. In 2014, we increased our numbers by about 1/3 again. We had 2 education tracks that we started that year, and we had 9 workshops, 9 speakers. This year, we're on track to have high attendance, and we have 3 education tracks for you all. We have 13 workshops, 12 speakers, and 2 hospitality suites. So we are a party that is growing, is really invigorated, and we're ready to take some serious next steps, and you all are part of that. So we would love for you to be involved in that. And with that, I'm going to introduce the MC for this portion of it, and it is our newly elected chair of the Libertarian Party of Minnesota, Chris Dock.
Thank you very much. So my first official announcement that I'd like to do is thank Cara for everything that she's done to put this together. I know when when everything runs as smoothly as it does, I know it seems like it must be easy to put this together. There are 1,000 moving parts. We have 3 different breakout session tracks. We've got multiple speakers throughout the day. We've got multiple keynote speakers tonight. We've got hospitality suite. There's food. There's the venue. Everything. Fantastic job, as always, and we really appreciate it. So thank you, Cara. And most of you already heard me speak this morning for a couple different 2-minute stints. So I'm not going to take up a ton of time. I just want to thank all of you for your support. I'm honored to work with you and for you. I look forward to getting to know all of you more in the future. We've got a great team of people, and we've got a great membership. We've got the right answers. We really do. We just need to continue to pound those out to people and explain our positions. And kind of like we touched on this morning, whether it's gay marriage, the drug war, international war, all those types of things. We've had the right position for a very long time, and the rest of the world is starting to see what we've seen since we started. So, it can be a little frustrating that we don't have more success at the polls, but like we said, we had 2 newly elected members to City Council this last fall. That brings us up to 4 elected officials, and that's going to continue to grow. We need to continue the effort and enthusiasm at the local level, and again, just keep pushing our message out there, because we're right, and there's no reason to compromise what we believe in. So again, I appreciate everybody's efforts, all of your time, all of your contributions coming to this convention. Very excited to work with all of you. So that being said, we're going to start with the speakers.